heard Kate sing, I fell in love with her, as did everybody else in Greenwich Village in 1969.
When I met Loudon in the fall of '69 and heard him play, a lot of people didn't like him because he didn't wear bell-bottoms and he couldn't play guitar fancy, but I fell in love with his voice. Like by miracle, Rufus has inherited that same big, huge, beautiful, round, musical voice.
Could be so that you being in the paper and stuff, that you have a higher profile than your parents.
I do for people my age, or for people who didn't grow up and knew. I mean, my dad was really famous, and my mother was quite well known, but I have a definite, they are definitely benefiting from I'm giving them exposure now as well, too, in certain markets, and like in certain magazines like Rolling Stone, like what's hip. Yeah, I'm hip. I remember the interview, and I think I was in Minnesota when they did it, and I was very tired, and I really hadn't had a lot of experience with being interviewed, and I think I just said some stuff that I actually never saw it, but I said some stuff which apparently angered my father a little bit. I think I was just a little flippant about, you know, him and his career, and, you know, thinking like, saying just things that I thought were funny, like, oh yeah, I know I'm gonna be way more famous than he is, and, you know, he's gonna die. You know, I can't remember what I said exactly, but I know that it was sort of, it wasn't the only interview which I did that, and I sort of went through a period where I thought that being interviewed was therapy. I hated his guts for years. I thought he was, you know, the devil for a long time. And he was a total selfish, manipulative, or not manipulative, but selfish, self-absorbed, you know, megalomaniac. But now I'm like that, so I can totally understand.
While he was referring to Rufus Wainwright as the son of Loudon Wainwright and Kate McCarrickle, was that in any way a burden for you?
No. I mean, it would annoy me at times, and I do feel that at this point in my career, when someone sort of continually talks about that, it's just pointless, really, because I mean, there's been so much that sort of happened in my career in the last few years that they're just sort of missing the story.
Like what, for instance?
Oh, just, you know, the making of the albums, you know, my, you know, I don't know, my, you know, interesting sort of battles with the excesses of show business. You know, my soundtrack work, you know, acting. I'm in the new Martin Scorsese movie. You know, there are a lot of other sort of aspects of my political work that I've done. You know, the whole gay thing too. It's like a whole other thing. So there's a lot of other subjects, and then, but at the outset, I would say that I was very lucky to have that subject to talk about, because I do think that both my parents were kind of undervalued by the mainstream establishment, and that I feel proud of, you know, their work, and good to kind of, I think it's good to sort of, you know, promote them. From where you was to where I am now, I live this pretty place where I